In the rugged history of the Borderlands, few characters were as unexpected as Emilio Kosterlitzky. Born to a Russian colonel, Kosterlitzky began his life as a naval cadet in the Russian fleet. His path took a dramatic turn when he abandoned his ship in South America and made his way north. By 1872, he had joined the Mexican Army, where his determination and skill propelled him to the rank of colonel, eventually placing him in charge of the renowned Border Rurales. The Rurales were a formidable group, recruited from the roughest corners of Mexican prisons and commanded by some of the Army's finest leaders. Tasked with maintaining order along the lawless Mexican border, they were known for their toughness and efficiency. Under Kosterlitzky's leadership, the Rurales gained recognition as one of the most effective law enforcement forces of their time. Justice under Kosterlitzky's watch was quick and final, with vengeance often coming right on its heels. Outlaws unlucky enough to be caught usually faced execution on the spot. But the colonel had a peculiar way of bolstering his ranks. He'd offer certain desperados a choice. If a man showed courage or earned Kosterlitzky's respect, he'd be given two options: face the firing squad or throw in with the colonel's outfit. It was said a person could push a wheelbarrow full of diamonds from Nogales to Guaymas without a lick of worry when Kosterlitzky's men were patrolling the territory. Such was their reputation for order and fearlessness. Despite his hard edge, Kosterlitzky lived by a strict code of honor. He flat out refused to dirty his hands with political murders, even when pressured by President Porfirio Diaz himself. When Diaz ordered him to travel to Morales and assassinate the revolutionary leader Emiliano Zapata, Kosterlitzky made his stance clear by stepping down from his post rather than betray his principles. Kosterlitzky's courage in battle became the stuff of frontier legend. One tale tells of him riding alone into a sprawling enemy camp, glancing back as though addressing an invisible army and demanding the enemy's surrender. Through sheer nerve, he captured an entire command single-handedly. Another time, his forces had Geronimo and his band surrounded, but stepped aside to let U.S. soldiers negotiate with the Apache leader instead. He also forged strong ties with Arizona lawmen, including the famed Arizona Rangers. Fugitives, whether Mexican or American, often found themselves quietly handed over, sidestepping the hassle of government red tape. It wasn't uncommon for a wanted man relaxing in a Mexican cantina with a señorita to suddenly find himself drugged and whisked away. By the time he woke up, he'd be behind bars in an Arizona jail, none the wiser about how he got there. When the heavy-handed Diaz regime crumbled in 1910, Kosterlitzky made his way to the American border, where he handed over his sword to U.S. soldiers. Granted asylum in the United States, he settled in California with his family. Fluent in several tongues, including German, Kosterlitzky found a new purpose when America entered World War I. He was recruited to spy on German underground groups. Disguised as a German doctor, he kept U.S. officials well informed about German activities in Los Angeles throughout the war.